Good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse. And yeah, the book that WC from Game had recommended was a book from the 1970s called The Intelligent Investor. And it talks, oh, thank you, Chosen. It talks about how to invest not wisely, but what to look for, what makes for a good investment, what's the mind you need to have, what's the attitude you need to have. And it's not just good for investment, it's a great way to look at, keeping rational thoughts in your head for everything. Oh, Kris, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak.
Rational thoughts? Never heard about it.
Yeah. Well, so much of investing is people get passionate. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. We need to buy crypto, and then they lose everything. And this goes in a lot to discussing, what you need to look at a company and what has the potential. And they go into things that have been popular but failed, unpopular but failed, etc., etc. And so far, maybe halfway through the book, it's a 20-hour audio book. But WC's recommendation was really good in terms of trying to keep dispassionate about your investments, and in my case, not to panic every 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like the person at the gym who's like, no, do not weigh yourself every day. If you must, weigh yourself once a week. I would prefer it's once a month. But she said, if you need to make sure you're trending in the right direction from your exercise and your diet, then once a week. So, Chosen, I want you to know I read that as I found a bug in my console last night. That's how tired I am. Which, that's interesting. But I found a bug on console last night. What bug did you find?
I mean, you can have a bug in your console.
Yes, you
I've
can.
seen people bring in, my Xbox stopped working. They open up and there's a nest of cockroaches in it. So you can have bugs in your console.
That absolutely happens. Hang on a second. Let me scroll down. I assume we're in Data's Gallery. Oh, okay. So they've got the in console. They currently have the issue where the verticals aren't all aligned, so Quinn is sitting in the floor, where his chair didn't get into the right location, so he's down about 2 feet lower than everybody else in the scene. So that came with the update, where they didn't grab. When they built it, it's like they built everything 3 feet higher and moved almost everybody up correctly. It happens back on Kronos too. For a long time, if you walk down the hall that led to the bank and the exchange, some of the visitors would be sitting in the floor. I think they fixed all of that, but that's a new one. So welcome to what we get. I never did do my endeavors yesterday. Did my dailies.
None of them?
Well, I got off from the game, turned in the dailies, walked the dogs, and left for Chicago. That was it. And I was planning to be home at 8. I wasn't planning to be sitting at a car accident scene for 2 hours. So obviously it was a bad accident because basically they shut down 5 lanes of traffic, and you could hear the ambulances and the fire engines and the cops and everything just racing. They're coming up the sides and getting to it. And I finally get up to it 2 hours later. And while it was a bad accident, the front of one car, the side of another car, and the back of a third car, it honestly looked like everybody probably walked out of it with no major issues. I'm sure everyone was shaken up, but the cars seemed to have taken the brunt of it. Now, maybe they pulled away other vehicles, but wow, that was just astounding how little damage was there.
Endeavors. Most all ground had to reroll so much stuff.
I have Tholian ships, Dabo, and Disruptor Dam. Oh, Disruptor on the ground. Well, I have Tholian ships. Woo, 5 of them. Woo! Let's see, it's 6:05, so Taz is done with his.
Yeah, God forbid he would wait for us.
I didn't do my endeavors from yesterday, so I've been doing endeavors non-stop this morning.
Oh,
Oh, you poor thing.
I was going to get up early and do the endeavors, and my alarm went off, and I looked at the dogs who were asleep, and I looked at my very tired body, which was asleep, and went, nah, reset the alarm for an hour and went back to bed.
I was very close to do the same, but I had no means of like calling it in that I don't come to work today.
Yeah, that happens. Well, what have you got, Taz?
Physical damaged ground and complete 2 Lucari TFOs.
Well, let's do Lucari TFOs then. It's something.
Yeah, the physical damage on ground is almost done anyway.
I knew it. I knew it. We have an ad that's running right now, so I'll wait for the ad to finish up, and then I'll see if anybody else wants to join us.
I'm at 18 of 20k physical damage on ground.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go do my really challenging one of the day.
I had a really nice one at Nukara Prime because there is this crystal formation that seems to bug out all the workers. They all
get stuck behind it, right?
There.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I came in and they had like probably like 10 of them in a bunch.
Yep. Just boop, done.
One shotgun blast later, I was at 18k damage.
Yeah. Yeah, every now and then they just get stuck there, and I don't think a lot of people know that they're hiding back there.
Yeah, it's a nice way, especially if you don't, if you feel that there ain't that many enemies on the map. Just go look behind the crystals.
The thing is, they keep respawning, so there are plenty of enemies there if you just want to hang tight. So hunker down, wait for the map to refill. I keep an eye on the mini-map, and then drop like an agony field. They'll go away. Yeah. Hunker down for another couple of minutes, agony field. Well, I apparently have Dabo for 1,000, so yes, fine, just give me that. The ad's up in a minute here, so let's see what happens. There we go. The computer's a bit like me and a very bit slow this morning. Chosen says I have 33 spec points saved up.
Why save them?
I might respec some of my stuff, but I know this is going to sound amazing. I've actually been getting rid of tunes that I don't play. I got that done. So my GPL, or sorry, my Dabo's done. That was exciting.
I've done my 5 Zenketi ships in the Gonkra because that was boring to drag everyone there just for 5 ships.
And you said we have 2 Lucaris, is that correct?
I can reroll them.
No, that's okay. We could do Zen.
I should reroll them. I have over 200 reroll tokens.
Oh,
Phaser damage, please.
Fine, we can do anything anybody wants then. I mean, I only have 5 Tholian ships, so that's not going to be a big deal. Anybody have a preference?
Wouldn't be opposed to some, I don't know, Azure Nebula or something.
Sure.
I haven't done that in a while. I don't mind it.
Hang on a second, I'll queue it up and see what happens here.
I'm running an experimental build on this ship, so...
Weewoo for Azure Nebula?
A Weewoo in progress.
Hey, don't forget we're doing a watch party tonight at 6:30. So if anybody wants to join us, we're going to be watching a bad movie, but not a horrendous movie. I mean, it's bad, but it's like... I can't describe it. If you joined us for the last one, Like in Colony, that was bad because it was like done on an $8,000 budget with people who didn't know what a script or acting was and not entirely sure about cameras, directing, and audio either, and definitely not lighting. But probably had some level of Adobe After Effects so they could put in some effects. But that was it. This is I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I can wait.
This is a legitimate movie made by a real studio, not a big studio, and they actually have actors and lighting and directors and kind of a script, but it's just bad. So I heartily recommend joining us tonight for the Riff Tracks version, but the censored one, of Space Mutiny. And I say censored because the female lead, who is probably old enough to be my grandmother, does a topless scene. And it's
I've seen Brain Dead. I'm immune to body horror.
Well, it's supposed to be attractive. It is not attractive. Oh, we got a bunch of good ones here.
The grandma in Brain Dead kinda ruined that for me for life. And I saw it really young, so that we left
That's
it
for life.
on me.
Ain't it fun when a movie
Oh my-
scars you for life?
I did not even fire anything. I have my 5 Tholians. Just getting there now. Movies that scarred me for life. Probably Alien.
Yep.
Definitely. There's a couple others out there that are not good.
Depending on what age you see them in, it's like my older brother is 8 years older than me, and he got really into Star Wars when that came out.
Oh yeah.
That meant I saw the Rancor at Jabba's Palace at the age of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw the Rancor properly again, ever.
Oh.
Being 4 looking at that, it's like it's burned into your fucking mind.
See, my starship.
Hello.
Hello, Musin. Chosen says, my starship has been hanging out in the Sol system recently under orders of Starfleet Command. Of course. Of course. Of course. You wouldn't just go there without direct orders.
Is that a subtle way of saying that you're grounded with your ship? Has Starfleet grounded you?
Well, do you remember at the end of the episode just before Partisans, I don't know what that one was, Kittimer Discord maybe? Where basically they tell you to go lie low for a while? I started a fanfic that basically is, instead of telling you to go lie low, Starfleet goes, get out of here, and excommunicates you from Starfleet. I thought, that's a great way to start a story. Ex-Starfleet captain.
Temporarily or like permanently?
Permanently. I haven't finished the
What
story,
is
so
that?
she may vindicate herself at some point, but in the meantime, she's got her own life going on. I don't know that she needs to go back to no stinking Starfleet that doesn't want her there because you know how that goes.
I mean, Rafi got kicked out of Starfleet and she came back, so there's a redeeming arc.
Oh yeah, there is a redeeming arc, but she got kicked out because she did something wrong. This person got kicked out because she got caught in the middle of that political mess. And they needed to make a scapegoat.
As they do in
As
Starfleet.
they do, yeah, exactly. I did something at work way back in the day when I worked for a bridal salon, because I've had many jobs. And my boss needed to do a make good with one of the customers who was complaining. Even though I did my job correctly, he came in and he apologized to me and said, hey, I'm going to throw you under the bus on this one. You know, don't worry, it doesn't affect your job. Just letting you know. Because he wasn't going to take the hit himself.
It's like an opening intro to The Nanny.
Oh, is it?
She was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till her boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crashing scenes. Yep, she literally got kicked out of because
She was out on her fanny.
yeah, I don't remember the whole words, but that opening line
So
My
over the bridge
father
to
had
Sheffield's
such
door,
a
she was there to sell
crush
makeup,
on
but fun
Nanny
some
Fine.
more. She had style, she had flair,
On
she
what?
was there.
On
That's
who?
how she became
My
the
father had
nanny.
such a crush on the nanny.
I mean, I can't blame him. Fran Drescher really looks smoking hot back in the day. I mean, she
Seen
still
it.
looks
Mm.
amazing.
I know the guy who
You really
played the
should, because it's
butler or
still relevantly funny. It's still
Niles.
funny.
Oh,
Niles. Isn't
Uh,
he the guy who
Niles.
played
Yeah.
he did.
that
He was.
Moriarty?
Yeah, he did. You would
Yeah.
love him. And it's a funny thing because he is American, but he pulls off a British accent so well. Could
He
swear he's British.
he
And a lot of people
he
could really
has
swear he's British.
such great moments as the butler, giving snappy comebacks.
That's
Oh.
what butlers are good for. I mean, they've
He
they've
has
got
this.
the snark.
Yeah, he has a snark like no other. Like you could just. I
Not
literally remember
not
almost peeing
initially.
myself laughing from his jokes, and his timing, comedy timing,
Him
just
and
impeccable.
CC's comedy timing was amazing.
Yeah, he and Cece is like because the Cece is a character that he really dislikes, and
Did
and
they
basically
ever end up together, CC and the butler?
I don't want to spoil,
Yes.
but yes, they did. That's hilarious thing.
Amazing!
Yes. They
Yeah.
so do.
It's funny because it kind of is often
They
true that
deserve
people
each
that
other.
just spite each other very much, but that's actually, a very undercover affection of sorts, and it's so funny that they literally did it. That's so funny. Honestly, I've been watching it because it's on Prime right now, and I've been watching it every now and then, and I still think that even though it was like done in the early 90s, so you'd think that they would just fall out of relevancy today. No, this still freaking makes me laugh. The same level of humor, it still works. It still lands. It's like Golden Girls. It's timeless. It still works because
Golden Girls is funny. Was funny.
the jokes were written in such a clever way, and they were so timeless because those are generational jokes. Into
Her
like
actual mom is in that.
yeah, her actual parents are often referenced there, and they're actually in
No,
the scenes.
yeah,
And
Grandma Yeda is actually Fran's mom.
no, that's not true.
And then there's Chosen desperately
Yes.
trying to keep us on topic
Yep.
with. I think the reason the ship is still Starbase is due to the ship malfunctions recently, and the USS Bedford was one of those ships who experienced a malfunction. The Starfleet Command was keeping a close eye on the ship by keeping it in the Sol system. Thank you, Chosen.
No, Fran Drescher's actual mom was Grandma Yeda.
Ayada was played by an actress, Anne Morgan Gilbert, and she's not related to Fran Drescher. Her parents played in a couple of scenes, especially when Gracie goes to the psychiatrist for therapy, and they're sitting in the waiting room, and Fran is making a fool of herself in one of the early episodes, of season 1. Those are Fran's actual parents, Fran Drescher's actual parents.
Oh, it's cool that her parents were in it.
Oh, her parents were in it in multiple ways because parents of the character of Nanny and Nanny Fine was actually a lot of her parents in the show were actually a lot of her actual parents' dynamic brought into the show. So she had them one way or another. Just so funny too, because they were very open about it, and like they're still like big family because the actress who played her mom on the show, they're still like in touch. They still often have the little reunions. That is a like fun dynamic that they had, and they are still like keeping in touch, even though not all of them are acting anymore. Even the kids, I don't think they do. But yeah, I think they really nailed it on between the casting and writing and direction, and it was one of those still shows that were recorded with a real audience. So
Yeah.
when they need to pause, it was because it was a freaking good joke, and you needed that pause to contain yourself as well. And it's one of the rare few occasions where I'm not bothered by that audience laughter in the background.
Well, it's
Today,
background
when
can be
they do a
fun.
sitcom, they will pull pre-recorded laughter, which is so annoying because you know that they don't record it in the studio with audience anymore. Because
Well,
who bothers
they
anymore?
still do.
Really? Is
Yeah, they
there
do a lot
a
of shows that
sitcom
are.
that they
Well, I don't watch
has
anything current, but I
live
know quite a
audience?
few were done live in front of the audience.
Okay, correct. Color me corrected, I suppose. I
Yeah,
just
it's
most of
kind
those
of
I
a
run
thing.
into have it pre-recorded, and it's so annoying. I thought they died with the 2000s.
Yeah. There's a limit to which ones you can do. Like they have to be set where they don't go outside, or if it's an outside thing, it is like a car. You know, where it's obviously they're seeing a car in front of a green screen. Good morning, Cliff. It is leg,
How
isn't
about
it?
how about when they did the car in traffic when they were stuck on the highway in Married with Children?
Another show
They
I've
built a
never
whole
seen.
highway set.
You've never seen it as well. Wow.
I don't know what
They
year
built
those
a
came
whole
out, but
highway set.
I will guarantee that
Or
was when I was working in the healthcare biz and just wasn't home at night.
or when they went to Wanker County.
Wanker County?
I don't
Yeah.
remember watching that much of the Married with Children. I know my dad liked them because I
They-
think Ted Bundy, or Ed Bundy, I don't remember his name.
Not
Ed Bundy?
Not Ted
They-
Bundy. No,
Ed,
that's a mass
okay.
murderer. That's a different
Yeah,
person.
I thought one of them
Al
was
Bundy.
Al Bundy.
Al Bundy. Oh, there you go. I don't even remember his first name, but like, I think my dad kind of admired his
Ed O'Neill, right?
bum-like behavior. So yeah, I didn't like him. But I did remember
blame
Christina
Ed for-
Applegate was amazing there, and the
Yeah,
actress who
you-
played his
you-
wife.
The only thing I know about Christina Applegate
Katie
is
Seagal.
doesn't she have like MS or something? She's
MS.
MS, yeah.
Okay, what I know about her is that she and the woman who played the neighbor, Marcy, they
Yeah.
actually ran the show. Like they invested their money and bought out
Christina
the
Applegate or
show.
the other one?
Applegate was 16 at that
No,
time. I
both
don't
of
think she
them.
could run anything at that time.
Bo-
It was one of
both
the
of them.
debuts at the time, I think.
I'll
Both
take a
of
look at
them.
that.
They kept the show on the air.
Oh, and you mean in that sense?
Chosen,
yeah,
as soon
they're
as I'm out of this
Well,
mission, I'll
they-
go take a look.
They bought the show and
Well,
kept
maybe
it on
later
the air.
on.
Hang on a
Yeah, they
second.
invested. They made their money that way.
Did anybody else not
The
get
acting
a
gig was just, you know.
Mark's option?
I didn't get anything, it just finished. I think it's a
Ah.
bug in the game. Or maybe
Yeah.
it's just dropping it in your inventory, I don't know. It doesn't give you a
No,
select
it
option perhaps.
didn't give me any marks. Taz, did you get any
Well,
marks for that?
No, you don't get mark for this one.
Why don't you get marks for it?
No, it's been broken for.
Oh,
like a year.
okay. We don't get marks because it's broken. Good morning,
Because it's supposed to give
Lexers.
you Nukara or Fleet
Right.
marks, or Romulan marks, because Romulans are involved here, but no, it doesn't give you a choice of anything. Yeah, I think
Okay,
it's continuously broken.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not shocked, considering it's been
Yeah.
like that for a while now.
Well, that may be one of
And
the
it's
reasons they
not
pulled it from the
unnecessary.
rotation.
Oh, maybe, mate, you might be right, actually. Because people wouldn't want to do it if it's like just giving you the... Oh, maybe it's just bugged and it wouldn't give you even like the reward for the Endeavor. Maybe
Could be.
the trigger that enables rewards is completely bonkers and they just had to like remove it because it wouldn't give people anything. They would just not get rewarded for it. Who knows?
Okay. So hang on a second here. The current thing that's running on console is Voth Invictus. Let's go back and take a look at.
Yeah, they started that this week, I think.
Yeah. I wanted to take a look at the content.
Yep.
Come on, give me content. Here we go. I'm just trying to
That's
get a
if you
release
could
date for
find
new
it.
content
On.
for them. I thought it was November for you guys, but I could be wrong. Blah, 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 blah. Scroll, scroll, scroll. What? All kinds of stuff here? Give me dates.
So, has anyone seen the posts of Disney lost too many men and they are now trying to get them back?
You mean too many men?
You mean men, right? Males?
Yeah.
I have been reading something from Disparu on it. Let's see. It's going to start on November the 11th, Chosen, and run until December the 10th. So you will have it slightly overlapping the winter event, but after the Halloween event. So rather, the event will happen until December 10th, but obviously the episode will remain up there. Azure Advanced. Oh, the normal version works fine. That's interesting. Thanks, Lexers. Lexers says Azure works on normal, but doesn't work on advanced for releasing. So we will bear that in mind next time. We'll just do the normal version. So hang on a second.
What was that meaning that they don't want men anymore? Like, I mean, what they want men? Like, what's that about? Is that the content, or
they've lost too many men.
like in
Now
what
they're trying-
sense? Employee men in the
Viewers.
stories, men.
Viewers, young men viewers.
Oh, they've yeah. Men aren't watching the stuff
But
that's
they
coming
don't
out there anymore.
understand that they basically are a toxic girlfriend now, and you never go back to a toxic girlfriend. Never.
You shouldn't.
What was this? Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
So
There's
even if they start making good stuff again, we're always gonna be sitting there like, okay, when's the hammer gonna drop?
it's going to take a long time for them to recover from it.
I think
At
that's a
least 2
general issue with
generations.
all the streaming services because they compartmentalize to too many sub-services because everyone would want a little bit of the Netflix cookie pile, and the end result is that people just dropped from it anyway, and everyone's gone to piracy these days. Can't blame them honestly, because not only that they kept rising prices on all of the services all at once, but they like you have to like watch a page which tracks down what is where because like every month there's like something moving or rotating out of one service in favor to the other. Well, that's just going to become obnoxious because you'd have to like pay $100 a month to actually have access to all you want to watch, and it's like, nah. People would rather pirate that anyway. And the new content is either meh and gets cancelled too early, or it's mistargeted, or it gets scrapped from availability on streaming, like disappearing from the face of the earth, because they don't want to pay tantiums to the artist involved in it, so they just remove it entirely, like they did with the what was it, Westworld? Then they pulled out Race with Wolves, which was peak viewability. It had the peak viewers at the time when they cancelled it, and then they pulled it off the servers entirely. You can't even rewatch it. Just so dumb. I don't understand it. It makes no sense whatsoever. Because it was a highly popular show.
It's
It was a
easy
good
to
science fiction too.
like people pirate now because your pirated stuff doesn't go away.
I mean,
that's
that's one of the reasons why it's not that people want to pirate, because as soon as like Netflix became more popular and widespread, people jumped in on it because it was convenient. It had almost everything all in this one place, centralized. It was relatively cheap. You could share it with people. It was fun. But as soon as those companies started being greedy as F, people just started to realize, well, we don't want to pay to 5 different subscriptions to get all the access that we used to have in one place. It's inconvenient. You can't share it anymore. You can't view it at your convenience because every show deploys differently in all of the services. Like one service puts two, 3 episodes in the season when it drops. The other one drops everything. Another service drops just one episode per week, and it's just like you can't keep track on what's where anymore because they keep like rotating. As I said, what's where. Like Netflix and even Showtime, which is Paramount slash Showtime subsidiary here, so like it's a combined service here. It's annoying because it doesn't have all the Star Trek, despite its Showtime, I think, and like Paramount having all of this stuff in the same place. Like here, it doesn't have it. You have to have Netflix and Showtime subscription in at least in here in the EU to actually have everything. So it's so stupid that you have to like. I want to watch my favorite Voyager episode. I can't because it's inaccessible. I would have to subscribe to something I don't have. So
What Voyager episode?
It's
no,
it's
it
a
was
generalized statement.
hypothetical. I was generalizing. I wasn't saying that.
The problem that
Oh, I'll get you the episode.
it was a generalized statement, Musin, not as specific. I was mentioning I wanted to watch something on Netflix the other day, to which my acquaintances said to a person, "Oh, don't do that. Netflix are bad people. Here, I'll give you my pirate version." So somebody spent the money and everybody else is just pirating it. But as somebody else pointed out, Snow White, the first movie, nobody wants to pirate.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
it's
sure
like-
there are like 3 people in the
Actually-
world that actually watched it by pirate. You know,
Hey, I-
Actually,
the number
I-
isn't counting, isn't increasing.
I know it's on the website that I use, pirate website. Yeah.
I mean, someone VPN'd in and then
Oh, yeah.
pirated it without paying specifically for that, but still.
Well, the thing is,
There
somebody
isn't,
will go and pay the money for it because they wanted $30 on Disney when that first came out as a direct video. And
I-
people
I
were
will
like,
say-
"No, nippity, nope. I'm not
I
spending
will
$30
say
on
this.
that."
There is no rating for the movie.
Oh, that's awful. That said, some people actually like it. I've read a few reviews lately. People are like, "Hey, it's actually not that bad." And
They
I go,
clearly have not seen a bad movie.
Until like Snow White comes on.
No, they're talking about Snow White. That some people actually liked it as a movie. Which is fine. People have different tastes.
Or lack thereof.
Okay, I really wanted to say I don't.
By the way, Christina Applegate
was
never
very
invested a
lowbrow.
penny in Married with Children. It was strictly owned by Columbia with no external investors.
Yeah, and as far as I understand, this was one of her debuts, so she wouldn't even have the money to invest.
Yeah, she
in
made
my
$125,000 an episode, which is pretty good. But to invest in a company like that, we're talking tens of millions.
Yeah.
This is probably what's that for a single person's budget? A budget probably is $5 million an episode ish, easily.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Because
like
that would
that
just $1 million would
rich.
barely cover the staff, and then you still have writers, directors, staff, continuity, crew.
Plasma weapons on this ship.
What's a good name for a galaxy class? The Nebula. The Infinity.
just
I'd
named
name
it
it the
by class.
Infinity.
Right. No, I'm just talking to myself. I'm just trying to pick off.
Let's see. Well, that took out 2 of my endeavors. I don't even know what the second endeavor was.
Look at
Oh,
plasma
that was
attachment
Dapple.
damage. So I could just pew some more.
There are people who are into crazy stuff on Pornhub too, so one needs to take other people's tastes with a grain of salt and weed.
Bag
So,
of salt,
just to
or,
tell you how weird
drug assault.
algorithms are, I sometimes while I'm driving in stuck places, even though yesterday was the Intelligent Investor, I'll be listening to YouTube Shorts because I can set it to just scroll through them until the story goes to the next one. And because it was scrolling through, there was a, Tales from Reddit, and it got into, I won't go into specifics, but first-time experiences, and I'm like, what? I don't like that. And because I didn't scroll through it fast enough, it's now in my algorithm of, oh, this is something they like.
Oh.
No, 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 no. I do not want to hear that. Thank you. No. Ew. I hate my algorithm some days.
You have to be very careful how you teach your social media and stuff.
Yeah,
What
it's hard when you're
showing you.
driving.
Yeah, unfortunately, I stepped into the sad side of TikTok when I think I commented on someone showing an older dog, and that reminded me of the pup I lost in July.
Oh, but you,
And because there's a girl that there's an old pupper that actually likes to eat tomatoes and veggies,
yeah.
and he munches off the tomatoes off the bush.
Yep,
Actually,
my dog Errol used to do that. He'd go and take those big, pretty green tennis balls that were hanging there on the plant and just rip them off and run around the yard with them.
well, this one's actually munching them down. So
Oh.
he just finds the ripe one that is just
Oh,
the
right ones.
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, he just finds the perfect grown, perfect tomato just to be picked off, and he just picks it off and nom nom noms. And you know, the fact that you can see that he's an elderly dog just started reminding me, and I commented on her content, and I suddenly keep getting posts with people like, oh, I lost my pupper, show me pictures and comments of the puppers that are in heaven with him so he's not lonely. And I'm like, no, stop
Oh,
showing
no,
me
no,
that,
no,
that
no,
makes
no.
me cry.
Yeah.
And my algorithm just learned that I interact with one thing and it started showing me this. And I can't even like say I don't want to see this anymore because it's just kind of like, yeah, I just got into the sad
You
side of
can.
TikTok, sadly.
You can go into your YouTube settings and
I'm
delete
talking about
those-
TikTok, that's not YouTube.
TikTok just ignored for, well. Lexer says TikTok, forever consume your soul. It will,
No.
like Obi-Wan's apprentice. Yes, yes.
Wait, is that a mosquito bite?
Yes, it is. How
No,
did you know?
Because it itches and it's
Yeah.
swollen and it's red. Ugh.
Yeah, I have one on the
By the
front
way,
of my ankle.
I had below zero, so freezing temps this morning. How fun is that?
Really?
Yeah, everything was
Oh.
covered in frost in the morning.
Wow.
I didn't like that.
I have at least another week of cool weather, or warm weather, and it's supposed to start getting into into the 60s by the middle of next week. But also rain next week. Yay! Because we need rain.
We
Yay!
are raining in rain.
Everyone needs rain, but it doesn't want to come.
Yeah, we had a couple of days of
Yeah.
the perfect rain where it's just enough to get everything wet, but not coming down so fast that the ground can't absorb it. So the ground was just like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I need a few more of
that's
this.
what-
Aha! So I'm getting these software updates from Arc that are just popping on my screen.
You keep seeing them all week? That's weird.
I didn't have my hands on anything. It just popped up, and I did update it this morning, so I might have to just start that all over and see what's happening.
You need to find the setting that disables running Arc on startup of your machine.
It's not on startup of my machine. I have to go in and manually hit it. That's why I don't know what's going on. But I don't care at the moment. I will deal with that
Launches
later.
the game and just does that whenever it wants to.
Yeah, it's having its own little spasms of love. What shall we do? What shall we do? And Clif is on, off, on again. Clif, would you like to join us for something?
Well, I wanna do some plasma damage. I swap to a ship
Okay.
that has it, so I just need something to.
Fine with me. I
choose
just want to see if Clif wants to join us. Should see if he's in the middle of doing something. We'll go for the easy way. He's a Deep Space K7. That's interesting. Okay, Clif wants to join us. Clif, do you have anything you need to do that's in space?
I'm gonna go and pee and be right back.
Okay. I sent you an invitation there. Oh, thank you, Cliff, for the 3-stream streak. So in theory, tomorrow is my last event thing I have to do this year. I don't have to go back to Chicago. I was down there yesterday, and the guy's like, oh, should we reschedule you for like 6 weeks? No, I am not driving back to Chicago in the middle of winter. He's like, okay, no problem. Let's see. Lexer says, I had a melatonin and a glucosamine. I'm in bed hoping to fall asleep soon. Might I suggest, if melatonin doesn't do it for you, and if it does, great, stick with it. What's the other one? Boy, my brain's not working. Nope, 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 nope. It's not melatonin. It is... Somebody said valerian root, which does help. My husband swore by that one, but that's not what I'm thinking of. Magnesium. There's a couple of magnesium supplements that can really help with sleep. Magnesium malate, M-A-L-A-T-E. So I've had terrible sleep on and off for the last 4 years for obvious reasons. And my physical therapist and my trainer both are like, try magnesium. Not because you're low on it, but it really does tend to help. And it took me a while to find one that works. But yeah, it seems to help. But I found out what really works well if you're not sleeping. Going out and doing a ridiculous amount of physical activity. And then you get home, you do your live stream, and you go lie down for just a minute because you still need to do the dishes. And next thing you know, it's 5 in the morning, the alarms are going off, and you still need to go do the dishes. But at least, Kris, I make the coffee in advance.
Yay!
Yay! So, as I'm walking out to the door to let the dogs out, press the button, walk to the door.
That's so sad news. Dame Patricia Rutledge, star of BBC sitcom Keeping Up Appearances, has died at the age of 96.
Aww.
I love her.
She was in a ton of stuff.
Yeah. I remember that it was a family thing watching Keeping Up Appearances here. Like, kind of like Mr. Bean and Allo Allo, which was another UK sitcom that I absolutely adore. But yeah, she was like so recognizable. Everyone could like kind of talk about. We have that one relative that does exactly the same thing.
I'm back.
Welcome back. The BBC has posted her obituary with the comment, the loving comment, "The life of TV's magnificently snobby."
Yeah, that is probably the best way.
That is a great description
to describe it. Yeah. She was still like active. I've seen like she's still coming up to TV interviews and talking about it and like pulling off those like one-liners that Hyacinth used to do. She was much beloved and not only in the UK but like worldwide recognizable.
The Hetty Wainthrope ones. That's what I remember her best from. That was back in the 90s.
That was a beautiful
but she was
lady,
still
96.
She was still in documentaries up through last year.
Yeah. Very active until almost the end.
I mean, she was
age 96, really good age.
Well, one thing I love about English theater and movies and stuff is they don't hesitate to put older people in roles. It's not, well, they're not pretty and young anymore, so we can't do them. They still will put in people who are older, and it's so much. Patricia Rutledge, Lexers.
Hyacinth Bouquet. Or
Bouquet. Hyacinth Bucket, please. What are we doing? I will cue us up.
Whatever, I need targets. Give me targets! I need to shoot stuff.
Clif, do you need anything in particular?
Wasn't Hyacinth Bucket the original Karen?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think
she wasn't.
Kind of was.
She kind of was.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
the
thought
Resistance
the
to Starbase
original
1.
Karen was named Karen, and that's why we call them Karen.
Well, the only Karens I know up closer. My
Like-
family Karens, and they're all lovely people. They just
Like-
had Karen before Karen
Yeah.
was a bad thing.
No, but like the original Karen had to have been Karen. Like the original Mary Sue was actually named Mary Sue. It
Overthinking it
follows that certain logic.
isn't.
No, it follows certain
It
logic.
was a figure of speech. You don't have to be so literal all the time.
Well, being a
Uh,
Steve is being a Steve, and that's coined because of the character Steve.
Actually, it's no, 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 no. Let's see. Could be from a movie which used Karen. Other ones, it's just a vague reference to a Karen, but not a specific one. There's no real etymology of it. Possibly South Park, possibly a movie called Mean Girls, possibly a reference to a song, possibly a reference to Nintendo Switch commercial.
Oh, I have to applaud Lexers. He's found the missing link.
Mary Sue and Gary Sue had a daughter, and they called her Ray.
Oh,
So good.
He found the
Please-
missing link.
please apply cold in the place of burn. Shots fired.
Brain work. There we go. Actually, ice work.
So since Clif wants to abort TF, I can do resistance of
We are
Starbase
going to do
1.
Resistance of Starbase 1. I was just looking for it on my list here.
Good. Sorry, I have a delay on my end. So I
My
didn't-
vision's garbage this morning. Wee woo?
We
We
will.
will.
I just have a delay in your stream, so I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, no, it's. So when I left Chicago yesterday, turned out of the parking lot, and traffic was backed up for like 2 miles, and I could see the police cars down the street. And I'm like, no problem, I know how to get around this one. Took back streets and got down to the expressway, which was backed up for 13 miles. Okay, so just kind of go through that at 20 miles an hour, get down, get past that, get into traffic, and as I'm getting to the south end of the lake, where I-90, 294, and 80 all merge together before you go into Indiana, big car accident, and just 2 hours of sitting there. No way to get off.
All that waiting is so painful, isn't
Yeah.
it? Oh, were you in the... I keep forgetting. Helios?
Me? Oh, yeah. I am.
Yes, you.
I hadn't even looked. Yeah, Complicados was taking out some ships.
You dare you assimilate my ship? Your persistence is futile, Borg. And go nice and dead. Yeah, it's you flying through everything like a little asteroid that he is.
Hello.
Hello. Things go bye-bye when Taz comes in. Pew, 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 pew.
I love how I made this ship maneuverable despite its size when it's firing. Not fast, but it's still turning great.
Good morning, Mr. Dave. Thank you so much for your message yesterday. I was driving, but that definitely made the drive better. Actually, to everybody who was messaging me yesterday, thank you so much for the messages. It definitely made the day better. And remind me to check my messages before we go off, because Talia sent me something that I have to share. I hope she sent it to me on Discord. But it was really weird, so I'm sitting there not moving in traffic, and I get messages from Satalia and Mr. Dave and Dante, and just out of the blue, people are sending me messages. Which was excellent. Mom, check your messages before you log off. Thank you, Lexers.
Oh, what a great reminder.
Yeah, I usually will tell my son, hey, don't let me forget to do this, and he'll immediately go, don't forget to do that.
I was having the same thing this week. I had to remember to buy something, and whenever I was in the shop, I forgot about it. And I remembered as soon as I came home. It was like, no, wrong time to remember it.
I did
Not
the
coming
same
out
thing.
again.
I'm out of toilet paper, and I literally walked straight past it and
Oh.
straight home.
That's the same thing with me this week. I'm like, oh, I just remembered to buy toilet paper, and what I did, I bought everything but the toilet paper. Came home, dressed myself, and was like, oh crap! Now I want to
Literally.
go. No, I have no toilet paper. No. That's the worst, and it's like because it's not a thing you buy on a daily basis.
No.
It's not in your routine. So you keep forgetting about it when you really need it, or when you realize that you've run out, or you're close to running out. It's like, no, I keep forgetting.
So last year when Ed was living here, I always kept a full package upstairs for him and a full package downstairs for me because he had the upstairs part of the house. And then after he left, I forgot that I had a bunch stashed up here for him. Then it was a matter of, okay, where did he put it? It took a little bit of hunting. So as I'm slowly disassembling the upstairs, I keep finding little surprises. You're very welcome, Mr. Dave. Love you too.
I need an app that realizes that I'm in a store, that has some sort of detection that I'm in a store, and it's like, oh, don't forget to buy this.
Yeah.
Not a list, because I will forget to actually open the list. But if there will be an app that can detect, oh, you were in this and this store, can you try to remember to buy this? That would be so great. One time, I would love to use technology to remind me of stuff when I need it, not
I'm
after or
in
before.
the fancy schmancy grocery store I love back in Chicago. And one reason I went there is because I love their brand of rice wine vinegar. What did I not buy at the store yesterday?
Oh.
Rice wine vinegar. Hi, says.
Gosh darn it.
Lexer says, seen it, been there, done that, tried it once and bought the t-shirt on my way home, rolled it up and smoked it. Yeah, pretty much. The app used to be called a girlfriend. Okay, that's pretty good. And accurate. No, I used to make my husband lists because he retired about 10 years before he passed away. Or longer, I don't remember. He was retired for a long time and be like, please don't forget to get the flour, sugar, milk. And I'd come home from work at 7 at night, 8 at night. Like, oh, good, I'm going to make myself a sandwich with the bread you bought. Oh, I forgot to buy bread. Milk? Oh, I forgot the milk.
No.
Uzez says my wife and I use lists with Google Home. That's actually not bad if you have to share information. I do make a list and then I leave it in the car.
Yeah, that's why I stopped doing lists, because I will never remember to take it. And the phone app, no, I forget to pick it up.
Oh, I never pick up the phone when I'm in the store.
Yeah.
I mean, it's playing music, and I'm bebopping along, going up and down the aisles going,
Just looking whether, do I need this? Do I need that? Oh, well, this is fancy. Oh, this is cheap now. Maybe I could take this. You completely phase out that there's a phone in your pocket. Unless it rings deliberately.
and I did remember some things, and then I'm like, nah, I don't really need that. And then, of course, I get home, and it's like, oh, shoot, I really need that.
Every time. Yeah, I really need an app that can detect, oh, you were in a store. You wanted to buy this. Buy it now.
I'm sure that's actually doable.
I know, technology, like there are, sometimes stores that have apps where you just collect some points and stuff, and they can detect when you were in that store. Can you enable a list of groceries, purchased items on that app, so it reminds you that you were in there, you can also buy this because you wanted that?
Brilliant people out there, and there are some. Somebody needs to develop a little app. And at least some of the stores here have little spaces for tablets or phones on the front of your cart. So you get the store to
Oh,
build
yeah.
those in, and you get there and you just download your app or download your list directly into the front of the cart.
And it displays in front of you.
Yes!
Yeah. We don't have those cards
We don't have
yet
them here yet, but there's money to be made there. And you integrate it into the cart.
If you want to do it cheap, just have something like e-paper, because we have price tags on store shelves in many stores with e-paper because it's cheap. It uses electricity only when you're uploading the data to change the display, so it doesn't even use power constantly. It just displays whatever you need offline. So that is so easy where they don't have to generate all this trash of paper price tags anymore. So fun, and I would like to have them use it more often. I was curious whether they actually do e-paper tablets, so you can draw on it or take notes and stuff like that. Apparently they are, but I mean they are cheaper than a regular overpriced AMOLED tablets, but still, I would expect them to be cheaper than that.
Zez says there are fridge apps that will remind you that something is missing from your fridge. Yep, there are fridges
but
that.
I don't take my fridge with me to the store. That's the minus.
But the thing is, you can get that and it'll download the list to your phone. But then you still have the list on your phone. You have to remember to pull up the list on your phone.
Yeah, I'll never remember that.
That's why I use a piece of paper. And I did use it yesterday. I'm so proud of myself, except for the rice wine vinegar, which is on the list.
So
There's
a
new service that lets you help build your own apps, which I think is and it's a free one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's to encourage people to create their own apps. We have an ad running, and after the ad runs, then we're going to go off the air because I got stuff to do today, which involves
stuff to do.
Yeah, I was gone for almost 14 hours yesterday, so the dogs only had a relatively short walk. So I told them I would take them over to the big park on the other side of town. And there's 2 routes. One of them's 4 miles long, and I thought, yeah, we can do the 4-mile hike today. They deserve it. But I'll wait for the ad to finish up here.
No, first thing about making an app, but if there's someone out there who knows how to.
Yeah. You probably could make a lot of money and sell that to
There's
various...
money to be made, yeah.
You either sell it to the companies that sell grocery carts, or you sell it directly to the company that runs the grocery store chain. Could you imagine if your list downloads into your cart and it tells you where it is in the place, and as you put it in the cart, you can check them off the list?
Yeah, I mean, you can even tie it to Google Maps or whatever. It can just read the local area where you are, so it knows that you were in the store. Now, the apps can be really precise these days, so
yeah,
there's money to be made.
There is money to be made, folks.
It's literally lying on the ground. You just need to pick it up by making an app.
There have to be some technology investment, but you know what, guys? You guys are smarter than I am. You could do it.
And you keep calling our phones smartphones. Prove that they're smart.
Yeah. Let's see, can I use that one? I can. How nice. There we go. Let's see, what is coming up for the Universal this weekend? Boy, am I glad I misread that line. Gateway to Grethor.
Is 4,000 DPS per beam firing a lot of DPS?
Yeah.
Just curious.
Is that coming off the weapon tooltip, or what's that coming from?
Yeah, weapon tooltip when I engage firing mode.
It's 4,000 DPS?
4,200 DPS, yep.
Yeah.
Per beam.
That's pretty high. I mean, if you look at your standard weapon tooltip, it's nowhere near that.
It's to the 1,500 DPS per beam firing around.
So I'm looking at mine and 500 for an epic on a plasma beam.
And they're not epic.
Right, I'm
Oh,
saying...
you're on the ground, Mom. You need to go into space.
It's still not
Oh
gonna be...
yeah, your display is going to be completely incorrect if you're on ground.
Yeah.
Chosen is going to go to sleep. Go to sleep. We're going to go off the air in just a moment here, Chosen, so...
To actually see what your weapon does, there's mousing over the weapon.
Yeah.
But there's also mousing over the actual like automatic fire cycle.
Yeah,
in
your
your
display
little
of
weapons
weapons when they
tray.
are.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but even in space, it's only
That
800 on my Epic, so.
well,
What
I
about
mean,
on
it
the
goes up
tooltip on the
to
weapon list?
800 DPS,
Yeah.
not the actual damage a shot. Now,
That's.
if you go down
Yeah.
to where your tray is, where you
Yes.
see the row of weapons,
Yes.
that will actually show you the other numbers. It'll
I don't even know
not
if I
line
put that
up
in a
with
tray.
what's. No, if you go like down,
Next to what you
like
do,
right in the
balance
middle
your
of the
shields.
bottom of your screen,
Yes.
there's like icons for each
Yes,
of your
this one here.
weapons. Yeah, if you mouse over those icons, no, the
The
little
weapons
icons
themselves. They
I
will
am.
show you
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah, you
damage.
guys are
They
lagging.
will.
Yeah, but see, even here, it's in that same range. It's 991 DPS on that same weapon. So, yes, 4,000 is into the WoW range.
Well, that DPS or just the damage?
It says specifically on this one 991 DPS. The damage is higher, but the DPS. Because remember,
Okay.
the damage is the total damage per beam, but the DPS allocates for time.
I meant what Kris was saying.
Oh.
Was that his regular damage or his DPS number?
I was looking at the weapons tray, the auto firing part. So yeah,
But still, 4,000 is good.
it oscillates
As-
between 3,000 and
Yeah.
4,200. So
But don't forget, folks, we do have a
So-
show tonight at 6:30, which is a watch party for the movie Space Mutiny. So put your mind on hold and come watch a bad movie with us.
mind on hold. I love that addition.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah.
get out of here. I've got some stuff to do, but I will be back here in about 11 and a half hours. Actually, I'll probably be back before that and do a little pew-pew since we have Gateway. If anybody wants to jump on before the movie and play a little Gateway, we will be here. So on behalf of everybody here at at Welcome to the Moopsyverse, have a wonderful day. Do you want to do it, Musin, or shall I?
Can do it.
Okay. Have a wonderful day and stay moopsome.
Who are you? We are the knights who say...
Moopsy.
And I will make it a threesome.
Do you even hear yourself?
Lizard. Computer deactivate iguana.
How dare you?